Well, what can you do? Rockstar finally give us a supercar with some really awesome customization. I mean, it's not Benny's level of customization, but compared to like other supercars Rockstar's released, this car, the Zeno here, has some great customization, tons of options. But the car is broken. It's also just not that good, especially for the outrageous $2.8 million price tag they put on this thing. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Zeno, and I'll be just explaining why it's terrible, why it's not good, why you should just save your money, and why it's broken. So yeah, on the website, the Legendary Motorsports, this is the first of the drip-fed vehicles, and it is, like I said, $2.8 million. It's going to cost you well over $3 million if you want to customize it and put all the upgrades and stuff on it. That's quite a lot of money. You would expect this vehicle to be top of the line, but in reality, it's not. Let's start with the customization, the good first. I'm just going to speed through this and you can just get an idea of all the little customization options you have. There's quite a lot, you know, on the hoods, there's like 15 plus options. Spoilers, there's like 20 plus options, you know, skirts and stuff, 20 plus options. There's some very, very good customization on this vehicle. The liveries, however, kind of lacking. Honestly, the liveries for this whole DLC so far have not been that great compared to past DLCs. This car is no exception. I mean, they're okay, but it's nothing like, wow, I need to put that livery in my car. The bumpers, honestly, I think the back bumpers are probably one of my favorite features on this vehicle. They just look so damn slick. You can also change a bunch of the exhaust options. Like I said, overall, great customization. You have a primary, a secondary, and a interior color. I don't think I show it, but the interior is pretty nice. I mean, it's not terrible like you would find in certain other cars. So that's, of course, great. The stock rims can actually be painted with the secondary color, which is something you'd like to see, so you don't have to deal with the iFruit app. And overall, if we were just basing this car off of the customization, I would say it's probably worth it. But that's not what we do in GT Online because, well, the car has to actually work. And that's where it all falls apart because this car just does not work. The problem with this vehicle is the hitbox. And I don't know how Rockstar messed this up on this vehicle, but the hitbox on this vehicle is completely broken. We are just going to drive around and I'm just going to put a number of clips where this car for no reason just flips. You hit the tiniest of bumps and you do a complete like somersault in the air. It's insane. Now, eventually I had to go back into single player just to get away from the snow. Cause if you didn't know, it's snowing in GTA Online. So testing the vehicle in the snow, it does make it a little less accurate as far as like your picture of it. You do, of course, slide more and stuff in the snow, so that's why we went into single player here. But even in single player, these same issues are happening. You drive over the tiniest of bumps. Sometimes it's not even a bump. You're just in the road, and your car will flip, and you will lose control. From what I've read and the little I've tested here in single player, you might see me tweaking some options here in the mod menu, but the primary mirrors seem to be one of the biggest causes of this issue. For whatever reason, when you put these primary mirrors on, the car just like clips into the ground. I don't know. And you literally can't even go over like the tiniest curb. But I don't think it's just these primary mirrors because when I did change them to stock at a certain point, I was still having these same issues. So I think it's just the customization on this car in general. Something is wrong. Hopefully Rockstar do patch this because, again, this is a $3 million supercar. Shouldn't be having these problems. Yet here we are. Honestly, the only way I found to get around this is to just not customize the car at all. I mean, you can put the performance upgrades, of course, like the engine, the tuner, or the turbo, all that stuff. You can put those on, but then you're just stuck with the stock looking version of this car. And I mean, I don't think it looks that great stock. So this is why I would say just don't even buy it. I mean, it's not even worth it. Even if it was like 2 mil, I don't think it'd be worth it. Simply because it's just the best part of the car, the customization, you can't even do because it just breaks the car entirely. And if you're wondering as far as maybe suspension goes, all of these clips, most of these clips, I should say, actually have the suspension stock. We don't even lower it until later on. So it's not even like the suspension really matters as far as all this stuff goes as well. It's a completely broken car, and until Rockstar patch it, I would just stay away. Now, as far as the actual driving and handling and all that and speed, if you were wondering if for whatever reason you did end up buying this car, well, let's take a look at the top speed first. I pushed it on our little strip here by the military base to about 140, I think, maybe like 141, I think is what we hit the top speed on. So not terrible. I do think that's up there with some of the other top end supercars. Again, though, I mean, look, we're just driving down the street and it does almost flip the car. So it's so stupid how this is all happening. The handling, on the other hand, is something that I do think is a little disappointing. I ended up taking all the customization off, so we're just driving this basically stock with just the performance upgrades. And I didn't feel like the handling was that great. I know I'm not the greatest of drivers, of course, you guys know that, but just regular turns and stuff, you would occasionally lose control, which was annoying. The braking and the handbraking wasn't anything special. Like, I've definitely driven better cars. So even if all the issues were gone, I don't think it's that great of a supercar. It may be decently fast, but it doesn't feel like it's worth $3 million. Like, there's a lot of other supercars in the game that just feel much, much better driving them around. So I know this wasn't like a too in-depth of a video. I just didn't feel like going in depth because what's the point? The car doesn't work. And until Rockstar patch that, I don't think anyone should buy this. That's why I am putting out this buyer beware, a warning video, whatever you want to call it. This is a complete flop from Rockstar, and it's the only other supercar, I believe, in the drip feed. So, like, that's it as far as supercars go. You got this, the Ignis, and the Champion. The rest, I don't think are supercars. So this is very unfortunate, and it's really dumb how this is the car out of all the cars we got when the Snow released. Like, it'd have been much better if Rockstar released that Patriot. The Patriot would have been sick to drive in the snow. An off-road vehicle in the snow, that'd have been so much fun. But of course, Rockstar just don't think about these things, and they give us this. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like I said, maybe you buy this and don't upgrade it or don't customize it, and then you might be fine with it. But I'm not spending $3 million to not customize a vehicle. So anyway, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. I think next week we're going to be getting the Comet S2 Cabrio. So I guess maybe if you're wanting that, it shouldn't be too long, just because there's the Christmas livery Rockstar gave out today. So you'd expect it to be releasing over the next week or so. But of course, we'll make a separate video when that car or the next car releases. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this vehicle in the comment section down below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.